What's going on, LFG fam? Welcome back to another episode of the LFG Podcast, your favorite podcast for anything and everything in pop culture. It's your boys Jet, Cody, and J-Mac here today on this glorious Saturday, here to bring you all the goodness of pop culture and everything that brings every time. We're going to be bringing you guys our What We Watches of the week. We have our movie of the week, Tron, Aries, and whatever myself and the boys bring. But first, we're going to get you guys caught up on all the latest pop culture news from this past week.
Peacemaker from IGN is rated a 6. It is okay to them. Oh, that was the season finale review.
That was the season finale.
Yeah, not the whole season, just the finale. The finale was a 6 to them.
More on this later, obviously.
More on this later.
Finale. But IGN usually goes fucking crazy. We know how I got a whole folder of IGN reviews.
You heard him? He said usually.
So, you have a folder for real?
I do. I've been keeping up with their bullshit that they've been posting, and yeah. More on that later.
Yeah, we'll probably go back to this so I can read it later on and when we come back, so I don't have to read it now because it'll make more sense. Peacemaker season 2 finale is now at 6.9 on IMDb, the lowest rated episode in the series. More on that later.
Yeah.
James Gunn, is this what we've been hyping up all week before I get into this?
I don't know.
Somebody was saying James something Kevin Feige would never, something like that. I don't know.
Justin, I don't know.
This ain't it.
I mean, what else? Not necessarily this, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
All right. James Gunn says they are only utilizing the concept of planet salvation, not using the storyline from the comics. There's a very distinct storyline in the comics that involves the Joker versus Lex Luthor. We're not doing that. So is that a good thing, bad thing? I don't know.
I don't know if it's the bias in me, but I actually like this a lot. We talk about it a bunch, how, the comic book fans, they always say that they know where the fuck this is going. This is James directly saying, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just using that planet. So yes. I personally like this quote.
Yeah, we'll see. Pretty cool. Batman Nightfall animated films have been announced. Will be 4 parts. Part 1 releases in 2026. Synopsis. When the mysterious behemoth known only as Bane frees Batman's entire rogues gallery from Arkham Asylum, the Caped Crusader is pushed to his mental and physical breaking point. That sounds insane.
That sounds cool. That sounds really cool.
Breaks the whole rogues gallery. Is insane.
Crazy. Batman finally did it, man. He locked everybody up except Bane. And Bane said, nah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's
Nightfall.
Wild.
That's a dope ass name.
Yeah,
that's it.
4 parts. This is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be wild. Yeah.
Animated films. Oh my god, that's gonna be heat. Daredevil Born Again season 2 and Spider-Man Brand New Day are connected, I would assume, in some type of way. We don't want to spoil anything, but it very much exists in the same world, and it's important. I mean, this last part was already known. I don't know why they would throw that in there. Kind of like they're all in the same city. We know this.
Yeah, but I think by the sound of this, they're connected some major way. It's not just they're in the city and that's all it is. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I thought they said that the shows aren't really connected.
Ooh, what do you mean by that?
Because then they have like how it was at the end of Daredevil Born Again. You know how they had the whole martial law thing, but in Thunderbolts they're in New York and none of that is present.
That's still go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna. I could have sworn there was like a thing where they were saying like.
I think what you're thinking of was like the big events are only going to be shown on the big screen and not on the TV. I think that's the last thing we heard from them. And then going back to that Thunderbolts thing, I think Daredevil was filmed before Thunderbolts, if I remember correctly, and that's partly why nothing from martial law was.
So MCU's making mistakes. That's all I'm hearing.
Well, I don't know, but So you think in Brand New Day I guess it's saying they're connected, so I guess the ramifications of season 1 will be there.
Yeah.
I guess we just got to see.
Little James Gunn statement there. It's important.
You mean Kevin, but it's okay.
No, like doing his little James Gunn impersonation.
No, yeah,
James Gunn was saying the same thing.
Yeah. It ain't James no more. So, anyways, Andrew Garfield on if he's returning as Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday. No, unequivocally, fucking no.
Showing up.
That's crazy. We're gonna get the trio again.
Trio again, because I think Toby is showing up. I think that's been the thing.
Yeah, he's gonna see him and be like, "Hey, what's going on? We're meeting again," and then it.
Crazy. First look.
Andrew Garfield says he would love to be in Beyond the Spider-Verse. I really love the Spider-Verse movies. I love Lord and Miller. Just putting it out there.
No Doomsday, but hopefully Spider-Verse.
Well, I mean, anything can happen in Spider-Verse, but
yeah.
Tron Ares earned $14.3 million in the film's domestic opening day, lower than Mobius. That's...
Ew.
I said Morbius.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a beloved franchise too. That's wild.
More on that later.
Yeah, more on if the movie was good or not later.
All right. David Dasmalchian, says he wants to play Morbius in the MCU. I think it's a little too late for that. We have a Morbius, but I mean, I don't know what they're doing with it. So,
I don't know. It's definitely not Leto.
What do you mean?
That's Sony.
You're right, but they did the crossover that's got scrapped, obviously.
Gone.
But
that's gone. Yeah, I don't know. I would love this stuff. I mean, David's good in anything, so if he wants to be Morbius, give him Morbius. Hell yeah,
fuck it. Wow. Jason Blum on how horror has become so mainstream that it's now oversaturated with content. This year it was everyone pulled back, and next year it won't be. I've been through the cycle now, and about 3 times a few horror movies make money. Then everyone makes horror movies, and then they don't make money. Then everyone pulls back, and so it goes. No moderation. Hollywood is like Charlie Sheen.
That's that last statement. That was kind of wild. That was kind of wild.
Wow.
Why?
Yeah, for what reason, Jason? Like, he just saw the doc and just had Charlie on his mind or something? That's wild.
Insane shot.
That's wild, bro. Yeah, for no reason.
Jesus.
He's not wrong though.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, I feel like that's kind of like dumbing it down. At the end of the day, when something's hot, people are gonna hop on it regardless. That's just how it works.
That is that's how it always works. That's why we get multiple. For example, this year, Frankenstein movies coming out. Like, Netflix got their Frankenstein, and all of a sudden I'm seeing Bride, trailers and things. That's just how it works,
4 different fucking Wolfman projects.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Hey, I ain't think we was gonna hear GTA news in a long time. It is one of the most debated, unanswered questions in all video games. How much will Grand Theft Auto 6 cost? Amid the speculation, new research has suggested that a $100 price point will actually earn Rockstar less money than if it went for the sweet spot of $70. How does that make sense?
More people will buy it. More copies will be sold.
So they're just going off the assumption that less people will buy it if it's 100.
Well, they said research, and obviously I didn't click the link to see what research they did, but
that's what I'm saying.
Obviously did something. But yeah, I mean, to me that makes sense too. That $100 price point. Yes, you're gonna sell. You're gonna still make billions of dollars. But if they're trying to maximize profit, hit that $7 sweet spot, and according to their research, you're gonna sell more copies. So, we'll see.
I'm not gonna lie. I think otherwise. I think GTA, this game alone is big enough to where that does not matter. But
maybe, possibly, very possibly.
Because I feel like they're comparing whatever the research is. You're comparing it to other games, and it shouldn't be compared. This is GTA we're talking about.
Yeah,
this game's been alive for longer than a lot of people have been alive. Anyways, if you skip every cutscene in baby steps, the game punishes you with a secret 30-minute cutscene where the actors break character. I miss Uncharted. I wish they'd bring it back. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. You want to skip all the cutscenes, they're going to punish you with a 30-minute one.
That is insane.
That's kind of crazy, and that's kind of cool.
That's great.
But that's if you skip every cutscene.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of cool.
That's wow. Ubisoft canceled an Assassin's Creed game set in the post-Civil War era. Featured a black assassin who was formerly a slave. Oh my God. Players would fight the emerging KKK. Leadership canceled it after concerns with U.S. political climate and Yusuke backlash.
Yasuke is the black assassin from this last game. I don't remember the name.
Political climate.
But yeah, that's insane. That sounds Shadows. Yes, it is Shadows. Yeah, sounded cool. I mean, interesting.
Yeah, I would have bought this
premise. Yeah,
I would have 100% bought this.
Yeah,
so that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, the assassins are no more. Oh, right. Predator Badlands will be PG-13, will still be as violent as possible. There's no human red blood. First mainline Predator film to not be rated R.
Crazy. Initially, right when I'm thinking about it, like not rated R Predator movie, like that's kind of crazy. It's a Predator movie, but I'm thinking about the movie. There's no humans in this. It's all aliens. It's I forget the damn thing. This chick from Wayland Industries. It's synthetic. So there's no chance for really red blood to be shown. Like they're all aliens. They're probably gonna have blue blood, green blood, all those different types of color blood. So maybe they can get away with it. But we'll see. I think I had this number one this year on my anticipated movies that was left. So we'll see. But I don't know.
Yeah, they could do it.
Yeah.
Badlands. This is a new one. Jason Blum says his ultimate goal as a horror producer is to make a Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Those are my two white whales. We're always haggling. I make a run at them every day. I will never give up the quest. And if they make one without me, I'll chase the next movie. He just doesn't care. He's just gonna keep going until he gets it, huh?
Yeah. Perspective.
That's fire, man.
Yeah.
Especially you get that Nightmare on Elm Street, bro. I've been talking about that forever. Please.
Yeah, I would love to see those franchises come back like that.
For sure.
Blumhouse. I'm down.
Wow. Some more Jason Blum. You was racking them up. Says Hollywood needs to embrace AI. Whoa. It's here to stay. It's very important to use it ethically and legally. And that was weird wording. And for studios and guilds to protect the copyright of the artist. But if we in Hollywood stick our heads in the sand and don't use it at all, we're gonna cede content creation to other people. The consumer does not care if what they're looking at is AI.
To a certain extent, he's not wrong, right?
To a certain
AI
extent,
is here.
he's not wrong.
It's here. So what he's advocating for is let's make sure we're using it ethically and legally. Let's use it the right way. Let's protect our actors and do all that. I'm for him on all that. Like AI is not going nowhere, man. So use it the right way and do it justice. So
yeah, I think the problem comes when they use it secretly.
Yeah,
like he was talking about, they use it illegally, non-ethically, however you want to phrase that.
Yeah.
And obviously some people still like they're just fucking anti-AI. Like I don't give a fuck what it is. If I know it has AI in it, I don't fucking like it. But yeah, I mean, say what you want about Jason Blum, bro. That motherfucker is a free thinker. He's gonna say what he's fucking thinking, and he believes it. So, shout out to bro.
Just let it be known. Some more Jason Blum explains why Blumhouse's Megan 2.0 didn't hit its box office expectations. In a post-COVID theatrical world, the hits are bigger and the bombs are bigger. I think because of current release windows, genre and original fare suffer the most. Yes, we've had 2 original horror movies work, but big this year, Sinners and Weapons, but only 2 movies broke through. You used to get 6 or 7. Now the market has to be perfect, and the movies have to be perfect. I mean,
yeah. I don't know. Megan 2.0 specifically, I didn't have no interest. I mean, I know the first one's good. I know it is. People love that movie, and I just still haven't seen it. But maybe people just weren't interested like I was in Megan 2.0.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just marketing.
That too.
Like you have to in marketing and the people that you have working on the movie and working in the movie, like all that shit matters. Like it's the reason we were excited for Sinners. It's the reason we were excited for Weapons. Like the shit that we were hearing about it, how the trailers look, like all that shit, it matters. And if you want to bring up like Meg, like that's one where it's like
yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
This one's kind of iffy.
Well, Blame COVID. Scarlett Johansson is eyeing to play Mother Gothel in Disney's live-action Tangled remake. The film has been put back into development.
So there you go. Tangled back in development, and Scarlett wants to play Mother Goth. There you go. It's just a news update, really. We'll see if she gets it.
Yeah. Timothee practiced ping pong for over 6 years to prepare for his role in Marty Supreme. He first talked with Josh Safdie about the role in 2018 and would take lessons while filming other projects. Everything I was working on, it was this secret. I had a table in London while I was making Wonka. On Dune 2, I had a table in Budapest, Jordan. I had a table in Abu Dhabi. I got myself an Airbnb in a town around Saint Tropez.
Tropez.
I thought it was Tropez. After the French dispatch overlooking the water, and I was taking lessons there. That is crazy.
That's insane. And all the talk about this movie and this being his best performance, like I was telling Jet a couple of days ago or last week, it makes sense. 6 years? He's been doing this for 6 years while doing other projects. 6
years is crazy.
This is a must watch. I mean, obviously it was going to be a must watch for me anyways, Timothée Chalamet, but I am just super, super excited to watch this now. I cannot wait.
Yeah, they showed a surprise screening to people at a New York Film Festival, and man, they went crazy for that shit. Just like you said, they were saying best performance of his career, which is honestly, it's not shocking because of who he fucking is, but like for how young he is and just accomplished, like
he's getting crazy, better every movie, man. Every movie.
Yeah, with every role he gets better.
Every single role. It's insane.
Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan will all return for Jumanji 3. Brittany O'Grady and Bern Gorman are joining the cast. You know those people are.
I'm more of a 90s Jumanji guy myself.
Oh, shit.
You know.
I was going to say, the way that movie ended, I could have sworn like it did not leave it open-ended at all.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
I haven't seen that one.
Because they saved the dude that was stuck. It was the Jonas brother. Yeah, his character. He came out. They saved him, and then they were done with it. I don't know what they did with the game, but it should have been it. So why are they coming back to the game?
You know what though? If I'm not remember correctly, they always end this Jumanji movies with like, they throw it away or they put it somewhere, and all of a sudden it ends up somewhere. And I think this one ended up in a landfill or something, or in a trash can, and you see the game cartridge or something like that. I don't remember. Something like that.
Wow.
So somebody else can pick it up and start the game again.
They do. Yeah. Venom will appear in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2.
W.
Yeah, I mean,
hell yeah.
I feel like this is wildly expected.
I mean, expected, but win, you know? They could really do their own path. So, pretty cool. I'm excited to see them Season 2. Hell yeah.
All this, like these next few pieces are all out of New York Comic Con. They had the Marvel TV and animation panel. So you can get a bunch of it right here.
See what that is. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 will release in fall 2026.
Nice.
X-Men 97 releases in summer 2026 on Disney Plus.
Nice.
And Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will release in March 2026 on Disney Plus.
There you go. That's going to be an insane 2026. It seems like almost every quarter we got something coming out. Yeah. So, hell yeah. Super excited for that.
More W's. First poster for Marvel's Wonder Man series, releasing January 27th on Disney Plus.
I think this one got pushed back.
I think it did, right? Yeah, I think it was supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was December or
I think it was
November.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think it was December too. It's pushed back just a little bit, end of January. I reacted to the trailer. I didn't post it. I still have to edit it. That trailer didn't do it for me.
Tough.
Like, you can watch it later, but there's like no. He's like an actor or something trying to be a superhero on a TV show, and I just didn't get no feeling of MCU, no actual superhero-ness. Like throughout that whole, and this is the official trailer. Throughout that whole fucking 2 minutes, like it's not to say the show's gonna be bad, but
I see what you're saying. I mean, I got that just from reading this. It literally says Hollywood superhero fatigue.
That could be interesting if they do like. I have no idea who or what Wonder Man is. Like, I have no idea what that's going on. So, I don't know. Seems interesting.
Wonder Man.
But I got to check.
Yeah, I said the trailer didn't do anything for me. If it's good, then it's gonna be off the backbone of just watching the show. To be honest, like a fucking Agatha. To be honest,
True.
Agatha. First details for Vision Quest. White Vision has all of the memories of the original Vision, but struggles to connect with emotions. Ultron, Friday, Edith, Dummy, and Jarvis all appear and have human forms, releasing in 2026 on Disney Plus. I'm guessing they're like all in his head, maybe, and then like they just give him forms.
It's kind of crazy.
Because if they're real people,
that is crazy.
That is wild. And I only saw the news about Spader being Ultron in human form, so I didn't know all of these people were gonna have human forms. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Wow.
At least it's still a thing. We were talking about this a little while ago.
Yeah.
At least it's still a fucking thing. So,
paycheck incoming, buddy. Hang in there.
Wow. James Spader will officially return as Ultron in Vision Quest. We just said that. He will also play a human form of Ultron in the series. We also just said that.
Excited for that, for sure.
Yep. Rarid? Malika? Hopefully that's your name. Will officially star as Wanda and Vision's son, Tommy, in Vision Quest.
Now what is going on? Because this nigga is old.
Wasn't somebody's looking for him, right? What's his name?
They're looking for his brother's looking for him.
Yeah, they're looking for him. But you got to remember, he's only older because that's the body he went into.
Oh yeah, there you go. It could be that. Yeah, he chose the body. That's right. Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
I thought that stuff was cool. Just need to start, releasing it.
So he's gonna be over here while the other one was in Agatha. That's kind of cool. They're in two separate projects.
That is cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
And there's a trilogy too. They've marketed it as the WandaVision trilogy. So that is cool.
Wow. James D'Arcy will return as Jarvis in human form in Vision Quest. He previously played Edwin Jarvis in Agent Carter.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what he looked like, and I do remember there being a Jarvis. And there you go, Agent Carter. Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
Vision Quest.
Mortal Kombat 3 is in the works at Warner Bros. And I'm going to say this because it's here. Netflix has removed their Netflix original badge off everything. Is that why it was like this?
Yeah, I just fucked up the cut.
It's all good.
The Netflix thing first, just real quick. Whenever like streaming services do little changes like that, it's kind of like for what?
Yeah.
There's not even going to say that. Why?
Do you think it's like a way to get more money because people see original and they think, I don't want to watch this no more. So they're like, let me take it off and see if people are more interested in watching what we got. So that really when stuff blows up, they'll be like, yeah, is it original? You didn't even know.
That could be the case.
Because besides that, I don't know why the fuck you would do this. This is so crazy.
But I feel like they would just want to promote their project anyway. Like,
that is
because if it's a hit, it's like, we did that. And it still has the end, but a lot of fucking movies on Netflix have that end now. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Sticking on this Netflix news real quick, because I forgot to put it in the news. Halo is on Netflix now, if you guys haven't noticed.
Yeah.
It's supposedly blew up over there. And it's got a follow.
Really?
Yeah. So, cross your fingers. Me in particular, I like the Halo series.
I'm about to say, nigga, you need your flowers.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see. Maybe they revive the series. They do the season over there. They can pick it up, continue it. Who knows? Wow. We'll see. But yeah, that blew up over there. So
okay. That's pretty cool.
Double
pretty cool.
use.
Mortal Kombat 3.
Yeah, 2. They're not gonna wait for 2.
Is the second one some heat?
Like that's crazy.
That's the one where everybody's like talking shit about the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not even gonna wait for the box office. Bro. None of that stuff. Like they're just gonna. It's greenlit. Go ahead and do it. Whatever happens, happens. Wow.
They had a contract and they just had to get 3 out. They said, "Fuck it, let's just hurry up."
And I don't know if you remember because in the first one, obviously Scorpion was fucking peak 10 out of 10 casting. But for everyone else, like, do you remember like a bad casting in that movie? And I'm saying this to say, like,
The main guy.
problem was the script, well, obviously the main guy, but I think that's more like why I even have a fucking original character more than his performance. But maybe that first was it just the script? Maybe
it could have been. I mean, yeah, definitely, probably the major contributing factor to that, because what the hell, you know, like, why even have that main character? Why have Goro in a garage fight sequence? Like, what the fuck are they doing with that? Like,
is he back? Is the main character back?
Yeah, he's back, and judging from the trailers, it looks like he's on the back burner now. Like, he's not the front and center guy anymore, but he's there. So I don't know. But yeah, Hiroyuki, obviously, they dropped his teaser before the movie, like 2 months or a month before, whatever the timeline was. I was so hyped for that. Like, that scene right there and how he became Scorpion was fantastic. So for the movie to turn out the way it did, I was so disappointed. But yeah,
and that shit's crazy because they do that shit every time. Like, in all those fucking Mortal Kombat movies, even that last animated one, they fucking redid that scene. That shit is gas every time.
Yeah, it is.
Every time they do that fucking scene with his family.
We'll see. Maybe,
yeah, we will see.
Could be wrong. Mortal Kombat 2 is good, but that's going to be tough.
We shall see.
Wow. Robert Kirkman says Invincible Season 4 is bigger and scarier and more intense. We've got to top that Conquest fight somehow. So get ready for Season 4. Damn, Conquest, man.
That scene right there is insane. So for them to try to top that?
I have a lot of reasons to not trust these fucking studio execs. You know?
Yeah.
I believe Robert Kirkman, man.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
And then everything we're hearing about this next nigga. Oh boy.
We'll see. We will see. Lee Pace has been cast as Thrag in Invincible Season 4, releasing in March 2026.
Oh boy, man.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that clip on TikTok or socials, YouTube, everywhere, of him voicing, like, they didn't even show him. He was just in character in the back saying Thrag's lines, and he sounded cold. He sounded great. So when they revealed it was Lee Pace, I said, hell yeah. I texted Jet right away because he had texted me or sent that TikTok the day before and I didn't get to see it. I said, yo, you guys got to watch Foundation now, because Lee Pace is that motherfucker in Foundation. Emperor over there. Super excited. Super excited. I can't wait.
That's peak fucking casting, man.
Hell yeah.
And I don't even, we're not comic readers. I don't know shit about Thrag. It's just how much they prop this nigga up. I'm just ready to see him. Bro, we just talked about it. That fucking clip, I had chills the whole fucking time. I didn't know what the fuck was going on besides it was Thrag. And
yeah, that was great casting. Can't wait.
Invincible. This is funny on so many levels. Let's see what's funny. Well, The Penguin got a 4 by IGN, and Peacemaker got a 6.
There you go. This is why I told you I held, I got that one in my folder right there, Penguin. I got that one in the folder. So IGN's kind of wild with the ratings, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit. But yeah, there you go. 5, 6 finales.
Nasty work, man.
They're trying to say the whole season of The Penguin is worse than the finale of Peacemaker. More on that later. Rian? Because it's not Ryan, right?
It's right.
Wow.
Ryan.
They just decided to be different today. Johnson says he wants to keep doing Knives Out sequels for the rest of his life. His 2-picture contract with Netflix has come to an end with Wake Up Dead Man. Damn.
Hopefully they renew. That's all I can fucking say. He hasn't missed.
Yeah. Good movies. This one comes out December, right?
This is another December release.
Mm-hmm. There you go. We'll see how that one turns out. But yeah, no, I'm down. I'm down for more mystery movies.
Good.
But like Rihanna, all right, it's whatever.
God, no.
And just wanted to be different. All right. All episodes in the final season of Stranger Things will be over 1 hour, between 90 to 120 minutes each. Budget per episode is 50 to 60 million.
Are we saying money laundering here?
For sure. Absolutely.
You think, but with this though, Like I can see it in a show like this.
With what they have done up until now, how? Because first of all, obviously, I don't remember the numbers for the first 4 seasons. So if they're nowhere close to this, there's no fucking shot. Because what else could you do that would cost that much more?
Oh,
they've already done everything in the verse in terms of like whatever they need money wise.
city.
How could it get this high?
Now it's the city scale.
Okay, maybe, but like,
we're seeing shows are costing this much to make now, though.
Yeah, but we still don't have a reason why.
Severance being the major one.
Yeah. After that watch, I said, yeah, whoa. What are we doing? Just give me $1 million if it's that easy.
I'm just saying, like, okay, yeah, you bring up Severance. They had, I think it was more than this, but
yeah, it was.
It doesn't. We can't really understand why in Severance, but this, all the fucking CGI,
yeah.
Vecna alone, like, if Severance is costing that much,
okay. If most of this season isn't like with the upside down and Vecna and all that on screen, this is bullshit. Like that better be like 70 to 80% of the time we seeing some shit like this.
70 to 80.
If
the upside down is going to be in the city now, so.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if we're just seeing most of like the regular world, and I mean regular as in them just riding their bikes like they usually do and just talking in the houses, this doesn't make sense. But we'll see. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It is 90 to 120 per episode, so there could be all types of stuff every episode. We will see.
Sure.
And now that concludes Justin's news.
Well, there you go. More LFG news, keeping you caught up on all the latest news in pop culture. So if you guys heard something you didn't already know about, hit that like button now. That'd be much appreciated. Moving on to our what do we watches? What do we watch? What do we play? Or perhaps what do we listen to this week? We got some exciting ones to go through. Like we talked about at the beginning of the pod. So let's get straight into them. First off, Jet, anything new?
No.
Nothing new. Okay.
So no.
I got nothing new. Cody's got nothing new besides the one that we promised we were going to do this week. So I went ahead and knocked that out. Alice in Borderlands season, what is this, 4? Season 3. Cody's been waiting a whole week. Before we get into this conversation, I need to know one thing real quick. Was the reason that she wanted to go back to purgatory because of her father? She wanted to find her father?
No. She just wanted that feeling to see him again. That's the only reason, just to constantly have that feeling. Not even to see him, it's a feeling of it.
Okay.
That's what I remember seeing.
Okay. All right. Then Cody's been waiting a whole week. I just needed some clarification on that because I got 3 major problems with this season. And we'll obviously get into it. And I mean major problems. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I will let Cody get into it first. He's been waiting a week. Go ahead, Cody. What do you think?
So you watched it, right, Justin?
No.
Damn.
I don't think.
Well, damn, because I really should refresh her, but I think I'm good. I remember going into this thinking, this is new. Let's just go into this understanding that they're doing their own original take on this. They're adding to the story that was done. So with that being said, the original show, we already know how we feel about that. So everything else, we're blaming them.
Yep.
At first, I was like, okay, I see what they're doing. It's obvious, right? We're just going to find a way to get them back into it. We're going to use the Joker. We're going to explain what it all is. And we're going to add some type of plot to make it make sense. And I feel like they failed in all of those ways because there was no reason for anybody to go back. And the reason, like you said, we started off, the reason for her even going back was dumb in itself because she has a family. She's married for 5 years now. They said they were together for 5 years. They got put a kid on the way. She didn't know.
She didn't know.
She didn't know? Oh, that's even worse.
No, they didn't know that. No, she didn't know she was pregnant. Yeah.
They got a kid on the way. So everything in her life is going good. She knows about the other place. And it's not completely, but she's having she was having memories of it. And then obviously they just kept doing the dreams of her dad, which was weird and was unexplained to some extent because they didn't explain why she kept having that dream. They just explained that she kept having the dream and she wanted it to never stop. And then we have old boy in the wheelchair. And if I knew his name, I would be saying it, but
something Ryujin?
Something like that. But I'm going to call him wheelchair for now because
I'll bring it up.
I did not like the fact that this whole season is just basically about him wanting to find out where they were, because he's fascinated with the whole afterlife and the in-between, and he just wants to know. That's okay. But to the fact that you're willing to like throw everything away, and then I don't want to skip to the ending, but I'm gonna touch on that later because that pissed me off too.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let's wait a minute on that. Yeah. Okay.
You can go because I'm a rant for sure.
Okay. Let me get these three major reasons out. First one, obviously, we just talked about it. Cody talked about it. The reason for how our main characters ended up in Borderlands again just did not work. Like I said, I was confused. Like, you wanted to see your dad again, but I guess it was her feeling of seeing the dad. And to a small certain extent, I get it. But 5 years with your husband, it's time to move on. I guess she wanted her dad to tell her it's okay to move on, live your life, go continue. She wanted some closure there. Fine, I guess you could say that. But to me, it just did not work, though. Major plot point right there that I just did not like. Number two, our antagonist throughout the entire season was presumably this Joker, this guy that we're seeing throughout the entire season, right? And he's a citizen from the last season, and him and another dude decided to stay behind and become citizens of Borderlands. Cool, I like that point in last season. They wanted to stay. It made sense for them to stay. Now he's a major focal point for this season, and he's the reason that he recruited. His name was Ryuji, to bring in our main characters back into Borderlands. For what reason did he want him back? It doesn't make any sense to me. You wanted to be a citizen, do your Joker's thing, play your games with other people in purgatory. Why do you need him for? You never even met him in season one. Throughout the last two seasons, you never met him. You just knew that he was the guy that beat the games or whatever. So that, like, whatever you want to call it, boredom, that's stupid. That's boring. That doesn't make any sense to me.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't want to hear that argument. So fuck that one. And then number three. This motherfucker was a major character throughout the entire season, Ryuji.
Mm-hmm.
And his whole thing was that he wanted to see the afterlife. Go see the fucking afterlife then. Go see the afterlife then. What do you need to fucking go into Borderlands and then go die? That doesn't just do it. Insane to me. And throughout the entire season, he's flirting with this idea of like taking her out and stuff. Well, let me say her name right because fuck man,
it was
Usagi and Arisu.
Yep.
Okay, he had a task to take out Usagi so that Arisu could become permanent. Like I said, fuck that. That doesn't even make any sense. But his whole job was to take out Usagi, and he would get his answers to the afterlife on who exactly his death is and all that shit. And to me, that didn't make any fucking sense. Just do it. Just do your deed, go into the afterlife and see what's in the afterlife. Like, why do you need to take other people with you? Why do you need to do all this? So that made no sense. And then this motherfucker was him. And I came off mic and I told Cody, this motherfucker was him. He's in a wheelchair, okay? And he's playing these death games, bro. And the first time we see him playing these death games, it's with like this fucking VR shit that we've all seen where people are swiping at the fucking light beams coming at you. You know, you see that shit. That's what this shit was, and it was fucking lightsabers coming at you. He was dodging them motherfuckers, rolling them motherfuckers, using people to get it in front of him. I said, oh shit, like this motherfucker was, how? You're in a wheelchair doing this type of shit. That's kind of wild to me. Second game that this motherfucker plays was on the train that I just bought no fucking... He's in a wheelchair. They have to jump to another train. Literally moving trains, okay? And they're fucking far. You know how subways work. They're far apart. This motherfucker got the strength, and obviously they do have strength like that. But the fucking handles are in the middle of the train car. So he starts picking up, and he starts swinging, and he fucking swings and propels himself to the other fucking car. What are we doing? He should not have been able to do that shit, bro. That was crazy. So he was him throughout the entire season. This motherfucker was solving games left and right. Like, I was insane. But his motives and everything just did not make sense to me. Like, it fucking crazy. And then the last point I'll say on him, he had a chance to take out Usagi with the gun that he was given, and he decided not to. Like, at near the very end of the season finale, he decided not to. But then all of a sudden, shit goes down, and they're getting swept away in this flood, and Usagi's holding on for dear life, and it looks like she's going to make it. And he's like, nah, come on, we're going to die now together. Like, what just happened? You just determined not to kill her. Now, all of a sudden, you switched it up and said, nah, we're going to die together now and go into the afterlife. So this season was just a big disappointment for 3 contributing factors: how they ended up there, why they ended up there, and a major character. Like, I think I'm at a 4, maybe even a 3 with this season. It was so insane. Cody, if you want to talk anything else before we get into this burning question that I've had since season 1, go ahead.
Yeah, so him wanting our main character to be back there made no sense at all, because one, he should know that they chose at the end of the first 2 or at the end of season 2, they chose, you want to stay or leave. He chose to leave. So why the fuck would he want to be a citizen all of a sudden? Clearly he doesn't. So you trying to bring him back and you're using his wife to do that, which obviously that makes sense, but they had to throw in a dumb reason to bring her back, and it just did not make sense that he told you no, and you just said, fuck it, we're going to keep thugging it out. And then it got to the point where, oh, well, now he doesn't want to do it. All right, I'm going to kill him. And then we got the person above him that takes him out. I should have I'm going to get somebody else, wherever he said. Like, what are we doing? Like, at this point, we're just throwing things out. They're not even trying to make anything good. They're just throwing stuff out, regardless of if it makes sense or if it works. And it was just so bad to me. And then, like you said, I'm calling him Wheelchair. I don't care about his name. His character was just like, why? You have this guilt because you ended up killing one of your students, and now you're so, because you were so curious in the afterlife, and now you're even more curious because you have that guilt. Instead of you just taking your own life, you decide, oh, I'm gonna listen to them and I'm gonna take her life. And then you change your mind, like you said, and then you go back. It is like, bruh, at that point, what are we doing? It was just genuinely was so bad. It didn't make no sense. And oh my God, even up until the last game, and I don't know what your question is, so we can get into that, but Jesus Christ, it was bad.
The good parts in this, and the reason it's not like a fucking 1 or whatever, was the games were good. I did enjoy the games.
Were good.
Zombie was a cool game. The Train was a cool game. I had no issues with none of the games. Those were really cool. It's just, these major points on how they got to it just ruined everything. The plot just did not work. But the games were awesome. And I had a big reservation on how I felt about not having our main cast back, because I thought our main cast was going to come back, and they weren't.
Yeah.
They gave us a new main cast. But you know what? I at the end of the day, I did enjoy the new main cast that we had. I thought all of them did pretty good, and I enjoyed it. And I think the dub in this season was better than previous seasons. I don't know how you feel about that one, or maybe it was.
It was.
But I think
it was better.
It was better. So that was pretty cool. And they had the potential on this final flood whirlpool scene to just make it look horrible and a CGI mess, and it just didn't work. No, they did. It actually looked really good. I was pretty impressed with the CGI and how everything looked. That shit looked.
They used cool. They used the money they
made.
Used that.
Yeah, they used the money right there, and it showed. So that was a pretty cool scene. So that's why it's not like a 2 or a 1 or anything like that. There was some good moments in here. It's just when you have these major problems with your story and your characters, it's not going to work for me. It's just not going to work. So insane. But after all of this, oh, wait a minute. Before we get into that, they did the Squid Games thing here, and they brought a baby into the game. They brought an unborn baby into the game.
Yes,
I should say. How'd you feel about that, Cody?
Well, first of all, because that was when we found out she was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like what the fuck? Like, you're telling me that, because like, okay, how do I even explain this? It doesn't make sense, because if the baby were to die at any point, or if because the baby, they're only tracking with the watch. They don't have the so you're telling me you would kill the baby and then she would be alive? How would that work? It didn't make sense to me how they were going to work that out if anything were to happen. So they just banked it off of they were going to make it out. That's what they banked it off of?
I guess. It's purgatory, so maybe you could say they could, get rid of the baby without getting rid of the mom or something. I have no idea how they were going to do that, but I was just like, damn, you guys are following the beats of Squid Games and having this.
Yeah.
This time they decided to do an unborn baby. At least with the other one, it was a physical baby, and you had to take it for the games. This just didn't work.
Like, since it's purgatory, they could have literally brought a baby in and said, "This is your baby," because they were doing the future thing with the AI. Like, y'all could have did it. Come on.
Yeah, for sure.
But I was disappointed in that, and like obviously how they used it as the main characters, I was okay, because obviously they're smart as hell. They made it work. But I was just like, I felt like the host of the games, the Joker, was just so stupid at times. Like, I don't like, the games were dope, don't get me wrong, but him as a character, I felt like, what are we doing? I felt like it could have been so much better. It could have been so much better.
For sure. No, yeah, there's that. Okay, but then they give us this season finale, or this grand finale, that earthquakes are happening around the world, and they took another beat from Squid Games here.
Yep.
And they decided to go to, and I think it might have been Los Angeles too. I think I don't remember where they went to America though, and we get some Americans and they're speaking English over here and they're talking about fucking baseball or whatever.
Yeah,
they're in a diner, and I've had this question since season 1, and it's in our last whenever I did this brought this up. I said, who was Alice? Right? Who's Alice? Is it her? No, it's not her. Is it her? No, it's not her. So they decide to fucking turn the camera, and there's this waitress walking down, to the bar. She turns around, and her name tag is Alice. I said, these motherfuckers here, bro. I was done. I was done with this season. But now they hooked me with here's Alice, and this is the whole namesake of everything. And presumably there's going to be another season, or maybe it's going to be an American spin-off type of thing. And now we have Alice, and she's going to go to Borderlands. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. I immediately came off the mic. I said, Cody, no fucking way they just did that. No, that's crazy. About that. Yeah, that was insane to me. That was insane.
I should have yelled dead ass.
That's crazy. I thought they were just, it's just based off the story, the book of Alice in Wonderland. No, there's an actual Alice in this world, and maybe next season she shows up. And they probably are going to do another spin-off season or another season 4, whatever. But I got to watch it now for that. Crazy, that was the number one question I had. Who's Alice? And there she is. So kind of crazy. But I'm at a 3. I think I'm at a 3 on this season, bro.
I'm not mad at it.
It didn't work.
This season wasn't good, man.
Yeah, it wasn't good. So that sucks. I was excited for it too. Though there goes my argument for this is better than fucking Squid Games, because at least Squid Games.
But like I said at the beginning, I just want to make the point that they decided to go on their own and do some stupid shit. Without that, where do you have it compared to Squid Games?
I think I have this over Squid Games the first 2 seasons. I enjoyed the games. I really did. Yeah. I enjoyed, and we got to see our cast, and that was pretty cool. But they weren't there for the whole season, so that was a little disappointing. But my favorite character was Krishida. I think that's how you say his name. I don't remember. The real smart dude that played with the Jokers in the last season. He was the fucking manipulation game. He figured it out. Yeah. He was a fantastic character. I loved his writing and the way they wrote him and everything. He was awesome. So yeah, I think I have this one better than Squid Games just based off of the last 2 seasons. So.
For sure. We're on the same boat.
There you go.
I was so mad after I finished that shit.
Yeah. No, Gloria didn't like it either. Like, she was on her phone too, so for her to not like it either, there you go. Not yet. There you go. Alice in Borderland season 3. If you guys have seen it, definitely let us know your thoughts on it. Let us know what you guys thought about all the major plot points we talked about, and did you think it worked for you? And are you excited for your potential season 4? I'm pretty sure it's coming. So are you excited for Alice? Let us know all those thoughts down in the comments below. Let's get into our movie of the week here. Tron Ares, starring Jared Leto. Ratings first. Go around the horn. Cody?
I'm going to just start this by saying I am very unfamiliar with the original Tron movies. I know this is the 3rd one now. Because I have seen them before, but I don't know them like that. So if I remember correctly, the first one is just basically about him creating the game and him being sucked into the game. Past that, I don't know what the second one's about besides his son, and I don't know. But like I said, I don't remember anything. So going into this, I'm basically blind to some extent. I will have to say I really enjoyed this movie. I'm not gonna say much. I'm just saying my rating. Obviously, it's I'm jumping between like a 8. So I'm gonna say 8. I feel like I'm at 8. I'm gonna just stop at 8.
All right.
Before I say anything crazy.
Interesting, Jet. Oh, there you go. He didn't even say nothing about it. There you go.
Nothing.
He said I'm at 5. There you go. Great visuals, great music when they had the music. 9 Inch Nails did this. Saw it in Dolby. Fantastic. Fucking amazing to see it in Dolby. I didn't want to see it in IMAX. I wanted to see it in Dolby for that reason. Nothing really crazy though. I'm at a 7. That's where I'm at. So there you go. You got 8, 7, 5, and obviously we'll go through it and see our thoughts on the movie. Let us know your ratings down in the comments. Spoilers coming right up. Cody?
Justin, 5. What's going on?
Oh, there you go.
I mean, just like, okay, so you get points for the visuals and the sound. I wholeheartedly agree with J-Mac with all that. Then you get to the story. You get to actually caring about these characters. There's nothing there. There's nothing fucking there.
Okay. Let's slow down to some extent. I'm not 100% like where I care for them. But like, I was enjoying myself watching the movie. And as far as the plot, it was predictable to some extent. Like, yes, like it was like we knew what was happening. Obviously, not the minor details because I didn't know what the fuck the Tron shit was, but we knew what was happening. But it was still enjoyable. You didn't enjoy yourself watching this movie? Like the whole idea that they were like, because in my eyes, especially since I knew like the first one was going in, I don't know what the second one is, but the third one is them coming out. I thought that was cool, like, because now we're at the point in time where the technology is so advanced that we're bringing the world we created, and it was slowly reminding me of SAO, because I was like, they're bringing the creation to the real world. It's kind of cool because now we have basically the same story of you created AI and the AI wants to live. So like I thought that was dope, and the way it was done I thought was cool too, because obviously they're on a time, like the whole story is about they're on a time limit, and the story is about what's his name,
Julian Dillinger, played by Evan Peters.
Yeah, I love Evan Peters. I feel like his role wasn't that crazy. I think I just hate the character. He just wants to make money, and currently where he was at, he had to lie to his the people and let them know like, hey, we can bring them to a real world, but he didn't tell them about the time limit. He just wants to find that time limit because he know there is out there somewhere. We just gotta, once we get that, we're rich. But he's taking all these risks, and that's where the problems come into the movie because he doesn't care. So he's creating programs, destroying programs, and he's being the villain, obviously that he is, and it leads to all the problems in the people that are dying because he doesn't care. He'll let anybody die. That's really what the movie's about, and I thought it was cool because now we got the character he created wants to live and is going against him because he created him to be like, you know, the almighty program, and then he turns out to be the one that stops him. So I thought it was good. Like I just don't see the issue.
I'll speak on that real quick. And the reason I'm at a 7, 5 is average, so I'm not mad at Jeff for giving this. This was an average movie, but where it got those 2 bonus points was for the visuals and was for the music. I enjoyed both of those. Fantastic. That's where it got the 2 bonus points from. But they even mentioned it in this movie themselves. This story was nothing crazy. They talked about Pinocchio wanting to be a real boy. That's exactly what happened. They talked about Frankenstein, turning on his monster, or the monster turning on Frankenstein and wanting to be real. The movie snitched on themselves and then gave us 2 examples of why nothing was different and nobody took swings for this. So that's why I was like, nah. Movie was real basic, really, honestly. You said it too. It didn't take no swings. It didn't do nothing crazy. To me, the characters were just not really interesting outside of Evan Peters. And Evan Peters did a great performance. He did the best performance.
Really? You think he's the best one?
He gave the best performance. I enjoyed his time on screen, and he did really good. So that's where I'm at right there. The music was fantastic, and we'll talk about the scenes right now too. The chase scenes, really all the chase scenes were awesome, but one in particular was just fucking mind-blowing, and the visuals in that chase scene was fantastic. And I guess we'll talk about it now. Fuck it. The grid, leaving the grid when Jared Leto, took her. Like, now we gotta go. That was
crazy.
That whole chase sequence and visuals and music by 9 Inch Nails and that shit was just a banger. That shit was cool. I enjoyed that to the fullest. And then seeing the Tron, the Tron cycle or the light cycles, and then seeing the fucking ships and all that shit come into our world was awesome too. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that aspect of it, but it really didn't do anything crazy. It didn't take no swings, like I said. So
no, you're wrong. There was nothing crazy. I agree, but I just felt like watching this. I didn't have a moment where I was like, I'm not enjoying this. Like I really was just genuinely enjoying it. And now, and as much as I'm saying that, there is one scene, one chase scene that did catch me like, what the fuck? And it's not the whole scene. When she was on the Tron bike and she was getting chased by Jared, and then she had turned into an alley. And she kept going. I said, I ain't never seen an alley this long in my life. Like, it was just an alley because she was going between buildings and then past the roads. I was like, are you telling me there's no wall at any point? They were going in that direction for a long... Like, the roads are going this way. They went into a random alley and ended up going that direction forever. I was like, bro, at some point, there's going to be a wall. It just kept going until he cut her off. I was like, yo, that was insane. That it reminded me of Fantastic Four when he turns left and he ends up going right. Like, what are we doing? Like, our direction was fucked up. But besides that, I loved everything. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. It makes me want to watch the other 2 movies. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like that was good. Like, I feel like I'm missing out on something. That's how good it was to me.
There was one scene too where they zoomed out while they were on the light cycles, and kind of did an homage back to the games. That was pretty cool, and they were going through New York.
The homages were cool as shit.
Yeah, that was
like when he went back to the OG. Yeah. I thought that was cool. Like, man, like I was fascinated by what the world of Tron is. I guess I enjoyed the Tron world. Trying to think of what I'm missing. I just enjoyed it.
Like when I was watching this shit, I like, no bullshit, I thought to myself at one point in time, like, okay, yeah, this movie looks incredible, it sounds incredible, but I right now have the mindset of something that Cody said to me, or said to us a while ago, where it's like, all movies should look fucking good right now. So I'm not giving you extra points for this shit. And it's just like, I'm watching, like, the story, they said it perfectly, man. That shit was basic as fuck. And we just have the ability now to watch so many movies, and we've seen so many dope stories, and the storytelling is like at a fucking like peak to where like an 8, like I don't know.
It's because I don't have a counter to that, because that's a valid point. I don't know. I just really enjoyed the Tron world. Like, I guess I just like the whole creating technology and it coming to life.
I mean, it's fine. But
yeah,
it's just
not.
You
it's not over the top.
Have always been of that stance where it's like,
for sure, I still am. And this movie was beautiful,
for sure.
Oh, also, while they were driving the Tron bikes and she was on her Tron bike, I was like, they're just out there killing people, like. But and then I didn't realize later on that you could just touch the thing. I didn't realize. I thought once you like it. But no,
it made it seem like a laser or some shit. Like you touch it. Yeah.
I was like, yo, they're just out here killing people. They're driving around killing all types of people.
I was like, yo, turn it off. Turn it off. Like, turn it off and then turn it right back on. You know, that way all those people are cool. But no, yeah.
That was crazy. But I don't know, just. Oh, also when by the end when the big ship was shoot, like they were having fights with helicopters, and then like all the scrap came down, I was like, bro, something better fall on her, and something fell on her. I was like, oh hell yeah! I don't know. I had a good time. I guess it's not an 8. You're right. Like it's probably over the top. 7 is probably more realistic because it is basic. It is.
And I've never. Truth be told, I've never heard you have that take of, I just enjoyed this shit so much. Fuck what the story was talking about. Like, I was just in that bitch.
Because like,
that's fine. If that's where you're at rating wise, fuck it. You know that you enjoyed this movie yourself. And you enjoyed it.
Yeah, but like I enjoyed it because I guess I'm not familiar with Tron. Like, so it felt new to some extent.
And I liked Legacy.
I was gonna say I think Legacy is better. It's been a while. I meant to rewatch them all, and I started watching the first one again. The first one is such a hard watch, man. I fell asleep, and I did it at night, so no, I did myself no favors by doing that. But to me, that first one, bro, it just took so long and so hard to understand and be like, what the fuck is happening? But the second one, I do remember liking a lot. I do remember liking that one a lot, so I do got to give that one a rewatch, and I do think that one's better than this one, based off my memory. So.
Yeah, if you feel that way about this, I mean, I would think Legacy might blow your fucking mind.
It might. That's what I said. It made me want to watch the other movies. But let's go back to the actors. Y'all really think Evan Peters was the standout? I feel like his character was so basic. Like, it was so typical. Like, he's just I want everything and I'll do whatever I want regardless. Like, that was the best to y'all?
Yeah, you're not wrong. That was like the typical bad guy. You know, I want power. I want this. I want to be the first. All that. But he did it well enough to stand out, at least to stand out amongst everybody else, where everybody else was generic to me. Jared Leto was bland, bro. Nothing. I
will say, as bland because he is just a program.
Yeah,
that man is not 50. I refuse to believe he's 50. That man looks like he's mid to late 30s at most.
Yeah, that's because he sucks the blood of his cult members.
Wow.
No, but everybody else, except for Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges had a cameo in here. That was pretty cool.
Yes, he did.
He had good interaction with
when
Jared.
I saw him, I said, "Oh, this got to be the guy."
Yeah. But everybody else was just bland. Nothing spectacular. Nothing crazy. You know. And to your point, like I said, Evan Peters was that typical villain, but he was just so more animated over everybody else and delivering his lines better than everybody else with more enthusiasm and more passion. To me, is what it seemed like that he stood out to me. And that's why I had him over.
And they promoted the fuck out of Cameron Monaghan from fucking
yeah
he's been in a bunch of shit, but recently
Joker,
for the fucking
Cody
Star Wars.
from
Yeah,
Gotham.
Joker,
Oh,
Yeah,
and fucking the Star Wars fucking games,
Yeah.
the Jedi games.
I thought he was gonna come back.
That brother was in that bitch for 5 seconds, man.
Fuck,
I
yo.
saw that man face. I said, "Oh shit."
He's somebody. Oh yeah, no, nobody. But yeah,
Man.
all right. Anything else?
No.
5, 7. You gonna stay at the 8?
Nah, I'm good with 7. I'm being realistic.
Okay.
I
There you go.
guess I'm just hype on the enjoyment. Like I had a good time. Because
Nothing
and
wrong
then
with
I thought it ended. Oh my god, I forgot. I thought
Oh
it ended.
yeah, there's a
I got
cameo
up,
scene.
started walking down, and boom, he came back out because he just spawned into the world. I said, "Oh hell yeah!" What are you talking about?
No, that same thing.
Oh
where
yeah, he came back, so he's still there. So there's gonna be another movie.
But I think there's gonna be
Potentially.
another movie. Yeah. Well, maybe not the way the fucking box office is going. I have no idea. So probably not. But I didn't know what that was. I looked it up to see, what was the end credit scene for him, and apparently that's a villain from the first movie. So I think he took the mantle of a villain from the first movie. So maybe I will finish that first one just to get that
shit. That's why I want to watch the first one because that shit was crazy.
So there you go. He's going to be a villain from the first one and carry up that mantle again. So we'll see if they get a future movie again or not. But there you go. All right. 5 7s from us here at LFG on Tron Ares. If you guys have seen it, let us know your ratings and your thoughts on it down in the comments below. Season finale, Peacemaker, Season 2. Let's get straight into it here. Cody, go ahead.
I mean, I've talked a lot of shit about this show at some point. This might be one of the worst finales I've ever seen for a season. I don't think I've seen I tried to think. I don't think I've seen a finale like this bad. Like it felt so underwhelming that I was like, are we serious? Like you gassed 6 and 8, and this is what 8 is? I said you can't be serious. You're telling me we got an hour-long episode, our only hour-long episode, and the only thing that really fucking matters is the last 10 minutes? Are we serious? Like, I was genuinely so disappointed, and I really wish I can get that time back. I wish, because, like, when he said, implications on Superman, all he really meant was we're just going to free Lex Luthor, and that's about it. Because besides that, we got nothing, and there's no way any of this leads into Superman, and by this, I mean what happens at the end we're speaking at right now. But I'm very disappointed. For a season as a whole, I'm probably being generous. I'm probably at like a 4. The episode like a 2. So
Damn.
I've at it.
I'm not that low, and I'm gonna bring this up. Jet was disappointed in the season finale of Alien Earth. That was a far better season. This wasn't a bad episode. Okay, this wasn't a bad episode. It was a bad finale. It was nothing really happened. Great. We talked about it with Harcourt and John Cena or Peacemaker's, interaction, and I think it was episode 6. And that was a great scene, fantastic. Adebayo had her time to shine here, and then she gave a great performance. She was talking to John about, we love you, and you make me feel loved and stuff. That was a great scene as well. The entire episode was fine on a episode level, just not season finale. Like this is what we hyped up. This was episode 8. This is what they gonna connect to everyone, and he's not wrong. I see what he meant by connecting off of how it ended, but like I was just expecting more. This was just a big disappointment on that front. So that's where I'm at on
that. I'm actually really happy, J-Mac, that you and me have the same exact sentiment. I didn't think it was a bad episode either. But for sure, that was a atrocious finale, if I'm gonna be fucking honest. The gun jam. The gun fucking jam. Me and Cody have this friendly back and forth with MCU and DCU, but in all reality and being for real about it, like I want the DCU to succeed, obviously. Like I want James to do this shit. And all three of us were big fans of the Superman movie, and obviously Creature Commandos, whether one of us feels stronger or lower, whatever the case may be, we enjoyed that one. And so for this to end the way it did, for that to be the finale, it's just kind of like brother, what the fuck? And it's not even on the fans, because obviously we saw it in the beginning of this podcast episode. We showed you guys the LFG news, and this is getting fucking review bombed, apparently 6s and 7s on those major sites, which is bad, unfortunately. But that's not on the fans. Like, that's on James Gunn. You did this shit. You were the one that told people these last 3 episodes are gonna be fucking crazy. Like, you said that, and you got people's expectations to a fucking level that
couldn't be met.
That episode was never going to hit that shit, and you knew that. You fucking knew that, and you did it anyways. Yeah, I don't think it was a bad episode either. But to end the season like that, it was a slap in the face. And like Cody said, that being an hour, there was no fucking reason for that shit to be an hour. They could have wrapped up all that shit in 30 minutes. And what I thought was the best episode 6, that shit should have got an hour if we're being fucking real. But
yeah,
did it with
spending more time there would have made way more sense.
Like, we really got Earth X knows it.
I personally don't think we're done with Earth X. I really don't. But who knows when the fuck we go back to that? Because obviously what Man of Tomorrow is about to be wrapped around, according to James, again, is Salvation World. And, which is fine. Sounds like a dope concept. Whoever else is going to join Chris in that fucking world, we'll see. And how that even ties to fucking Superman, I have no idea. Maybe Superman gets wind, a fucking flag putting people in there, and then, obviously he'd be against that. But who fucking knows? But yeah, man, there's just no way that was the finale of this season. I don't know. Like, that shit just felt like James wanted to have a fucking concert and fucking feeling time. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck.
Everybody just became friends, and that was it.
So disappointed in the doors. I was super excited to see what door could we open, what could we see, what could come through, what could we go into. Nothing. That was just a catalyst just to fucking search for this prison and really do nothing else with it. Like, that was so disappointing. Like, I was super excited for those doors, and I was like, hey, we might be done with Earth X, but shit, they're opening other fucking doors in other worlds. Let's see what that goes. It didn't go anywhere, unfortunately. Yeah, disappointing.
Because the little imp world was cool. Like, that scene was pretty fucking wild, honestly. And then they opened the door to that fucking to that black hole that Superman escaped from, which is fucking insane now that you're looking at it, because they pulled the fucking humans pulled a human out of that black hole. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, don't get me started on that. That shit was crazy to me. That
I wanted to speak on these doors too, because you're telling me that they close the door and it just goes away? That's how they trapped them in there. Like, it went away. Why did the door go away? Like, the door should always be there.
Well, I mean, I would imagine it's that fucking thing that Chris had, right?
Yeah, but that's the box to open your door. They opened, like, because remember they were looking for, yeah, you can move the door, but when you go into the door, you're in the room. And the room is where all the other doors are, right? So how did they get it to where their door opens up unless they took a door out? Right? That would make more sense.
I just don't think it doesn't work like that in that world. Because there's like, fuck, you haven't seen it. But that one show on Dark Matter, J-Mag, the fucking door, there has to be a door in that world.
There has to be a door, yeah.
But
yeah,
but no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm just assuming that they went to Chris's door and took a door and brought it back, and then opened the door back, and then threw him in and closed the door. That would make sense, right? So that they have 2 of the boxes now.
No,
I just felt like it was portal opening.
Yeah, I think it was just like the same way we see the MCU TVA do it. I think that's what they fucking got to. Just on a physical door.
But you're not. I don't think you're crazy to question it, because, like I said, that's how it works in other things that I've seen. But yeah, I just think it's a magic fucking portal. I don't know.
And then, I guess another thing would be like the way Rick Flag is going overboard right now, and everybody's like basically gonna be against him soon. Like, people he's working with, it's like he's looking for a prison, but he clearly just wants to kill them. So why not just look for a world? Why not just look for a world that kills them? And there you go. Could have used the black hole one for all we know, and you'd have been fine. So what's Like, why are you looking for one to keep them alive if they're just gonna end up dying anyways? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That was weird to me. Like, you're looking for a prison, but you're you're gonna.
I get what you're saying, because he's looking for a prison, and that's where he even mentioned, like, I don't care if they die. I don't want to punish them. That's what he said. I don't want to punish them. I just don't want them here on Earth. So if that, to that extent, why did you need a specific door? Just throw them through any fucking door and get them out of your, get them off of Earth. But I get what you're saying. But yeah, plot point for the rest of the DCU probably. That's your answer.
Jesus.
I don't know, man. Honestly, he's a really good character.
He is. I wonder what they're gonna do with him. Yeah,
because like seeing him from Creature Commandos to this, like that's sort of. But it makes sense though. In my
opinion. It does. It does. It's just completely different tones.
Because I really liked him in Creature Commandos, and it's like now he's a fucking asshole.
But that's what that will do to you.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see like the other Creature Commando members. Like see them in live action and because I'm sure because he said they're gonna be there, so I'm sure at some point they're gonna talk to this motherfucker about it. So like I want to see that conversation of, hey, you're putting metahumans in there, like motherfucker, we're metahumans, you know. So I don't know. There's things there, like people were talking about Chris and them establishing the checkmate and stuff like that. Obviously, we talked about it already, Salvation. So like there's things there, but I'm not hype about a potential Peacemaker season 3. Nah. Obviously, I'm still gonna be hype about Man of Tomorrow. Like that's not gonna go away, but it's just like fuck, man. Like that's how you ended this shit on a weak ass cliffhanger too. It's like,
weak as fuck.
I don't know.
I think I'm at a 7 for the season. Yeah, I think so.
Literally, my memory serves me right. The only high this season was when they went to Earth X. Besides that, I remember just saying how much like this shit is just pointless. We're just getting filler.
There's horrendous pacing issues.
Yeah,
like
I think it was episode 1, and then after that, we were done.
Like just all across the fucking season, just weird pacing issues. I don't know. I looked at my phone multiple times through that fucking finale.
I could. That's where I watch it.
And then I paused it to see how much time was. I was like, nigga, 50 minutes went by, nigga. We ain't done shit. Like
not a damn thing. Yeah. Just talk.
There was 20 minutes left. I said, this is about to be the craziest 20 minutes of my life. And it was not.
Would you bet on it?
Damn. Unfortunate. All right, there you go. Peacemaker season 2 finale. Let us know what you guys thought about it. You enjoy it or not? Leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. That is it. That is our What We Watches here. Let us know what you guys are watching, listening, playing, or even reading. Leave all those down in the comments below as well. Moving on to final thoughts, guys, before we head on out.
Disappointing week for me in the What We Watches. Probably should have just watched something on my own. Had a W there, but hopefully next week shakes back. We got the Black Phone 2.
Kaiju.
I got a personal one. Yeah, I do need to get to Kaiju. I will get to that this week, for sure. I got a personal one that I'm going to watch in the movies myself. I think that's this week. No, that's the 23rd. So that'll wait on that. But the Black Phone 2 will be the movie of the week, and hopefully that's good, like everybody's saying.
There you go. All right. Well, there you guys go. Another episode in the books. Let us know what you guys thought about anything you heard about in the news or What We Watches, what you think about the finales, Tron Ares, all that stuff. Leave all those thoughts down in the comments below. And while you're down there in those comments, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That would be much appreciated. For our audio listeners, don't forget to hit 5 stars. That too would be much appreciated. But in the meantime, keep it locked here to LFG. We got you covered on anything and everything in pop culture. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.